What up, YouTube? Dirty Ho Cards here with a new deck profile. This deck profile will be on my Obelisk deck. This Obelisk deck is basically it consists of all monsters, no spells, no traps. So here we go. This deck is ratioed by the cards, so everything is ratioed for a reason, and here we go. First, we're going to start off with the frog engine. These frogs will help me in assistance to get out my Obelisk or any other tributes. So first, I run triple swamp frogs. Basically, when I normal summon him, I can select a level 2 or lower water type from my deck and send it to the graveyard. So it's good for dropping my rodent toad, swamp frog, or treeborn frog. Next, I run 2 treeborn frogs. Basically, during my standby phase, I get special summon him from my graveyard because I do have no spells or traps. So he's good for that extra 1 tribute. And I'm also looking for rarities, by the way, so guys. So I'm looking for ultimate or super or like a hollow version of another treeborn. This is the ultimate. And lastly, for the frog engine, I run one rodent toad. Basically, I can special summon him from the graveyard by banishing 1 frog. So I'll probably banish a swamp frog, or worst comes to worst, I'll banish a treeborn frog. So to get the extra little tribute. And I also do have options for gachi gachi. So yeah. And next we're gonna move on to the burn. Hang on, I lined this wrong. So first I run triple Gallus. Basically, Gallus is I reveal this card from my hand, send the top card of my deck, and if it's a monster, I inflict 200 damage for each of the monster's stars. So if I reveal him, I can send the top card of my deck, pretend it is a Birdman. Your opponent loses 600 attack, and you get to special summon him from the to the field. So it's basically like a burn, and I also do get the additional tribute, so it's a pretty good card. Next, I run triple ally Birdman. Basically, I can return 1 face-up monster I control to my hand. So I'll probably do some combos with Gallus. I'll reveal Gallus, special summon Gallus, return it back to my hand, and special summon ally Birdman. And I'll just use Gallus's effect again. So I do get the burn, and I do get the synchro for a 6 stars. So it's a pretty good card. Next, I run some TGs in here. I believe I run 8. First, I run 2 TG Rush Rhinos, just a 2000 attack beat stick, and when he's destroyed, I get to search out for another TG. TGs are really consistent in this deck, so that's why I really like it, and I never run out of cards in my hand because I put the TGs. Next, I run triple TG Strikers. Basically, when I control no monsters, I can special summon him from my hand, and I can do some pretty neat, nice combos with him and get some big synchros out. Next, I run triple TG Warwolves. TG Warwolves, whatever level 4 or higher monsters, level 4 or lower monster is special summon to the field, I can special summon him from my hand. So I can special summon my treeborn frog from my standby phase, special summon TG Warwolf, probably get it back a rodent toad or activate Gallus's effect. And I have 3 monsters right there, and I'll probably sink a tribute for either an Obelisk, some Monarchs, or a lad. Or synchro summon, actually, or overlay. So I have a lot of options with the ratios of this deck, so yeah. Now we're moving on to the staple monsters. 1 Max C, everybody needs that in the deck. I'm looking for 2 more. I would like to run 2 or 3 in this deck, depending on who I'm playing. So it's a pretty good card. Next, 1 Effect Veiler. I believe 1 is good enough. 2 is a little bit of a dead draw for me, so 1 is good. Sangan, search out my deck. Glopobe, basically a level 1 synchro tuner, and it gives me options for formula. And lastly, Blackluster Soldier Envy. Basically, it requires 1 light and dark. I can get 1 light and dark really simply fast and easy. So he's a really good card in my deck, and he is also a 3K beater. Next, we're moving on to the Monarchs. I run double Caius. Basically, tribute 1, banish 1. Pretty good card. Next, I run Rises, 3 Rises. Basically, tribute 1, return 1 card to the top of the deck. Simple as that. And now we're moving on to the trump card, my favorite card in the deck. I always want to end duels with this deck, this card. Triple Obelisk the Monarch. Obelisk the Monarch. Damn. Obelisk the Tormentor. Basically, when he hits the field, it's game over. You really can't find a way through him. The only way to find through him is by Mirror Force or Dark Hole. But at the time when he hits the field, basically game. Basically, that's the message I'm sending out. Next, I run one Lad. Basically, requires 2 tributes, and when he hits the field, I can negate anything. I can negate effects, traps, and magics. But he does lose 500 attack, and when he hits the field, I don't activate anything. Because if I activate an effect, he's forced to negate the effect. So that basically screws me over. But I do not activate anything when he's on the field. Next, one Dark Dust Spirit. Basically, a really underrated card. When this card hits the field, when this kid hits the field, I get to destroy all face-up monsters on the field besides this card. So he's like a mini Black Rose, or a mini Lightning Vortex. Yeah. So he does require 1 tribute, but 1 tribute in this deck is like nothing, because I do have Treeborns, I do have Gallus, I do have Frogs. You know, I have a lot of options to tribute with in this deck, and this is one of them. And now we're gonna move on to the survivors or saviors of the deck, because I do not control any spells or traps. Next, I run 1 Gorz, basically a staple, because whenever my opponent inflicts battle damage to me or attacks me directly, I can special summon him from the field. So it's a good 27 beat stick and whatever the attack of the monster that it hit me with. Next, I run 2 Trigodias. Basically, whenever my opponent inflicts battle damage to me, I can special summon him from my hand, and he gains 600 attack for each card in my hand. Since I run all monsters in this deck, it's pretty hard to deck out or have no hand. Besides if I do Brio, but it's a pretty good card, and it's a really trump card. I can if I have a Monarch on the graveyard, I can special summon. I already have him on the field. I can activate his effect, take the stars of the Monarch, and make it level 6, and then Glow Bulb and for level 7, or combo around, or I can make a level 8 with Treeborn. So it's a good card. Next and lastly, I run triple Battle Faders. I am looking for the rarity for the Battle Fader. I have a common one. I'm looking for a Super or Ultra, or Ultimate, as a matter of fact. And I'm looking for rarities for Trigodias. So hit me up if you have those. So basically, if my opponent attacks me directly, I can special summon him, end the battle phase, and it does give me 1 monster, which is him. And when my opponent ends, probably tribute my Battle Fader or Sacred Fort with him. So that's basically it for the deck. About 40 cards. No, actually, not about 40 cards. Exactly 40 cards. This deck runs extremely well. I really enjoy it. I love tributing, and yeah. Now we're gonna move on to the extra deck. The extra deck. I run yeah, 2 tokens. All right. We're gonna hang on. It's on a little bit of unorganized. Sorry guys, I apologize. So here we go. I run 1 Trishula. I Trishula a lot in this deck because of my Gallus, my my TG Warwolves, and my Birdman. So it's a pretty good level 9er deck. TG Hyper Librarian, I can synchro for him, no problem. TG Striker, level 3 Gallus maybe, or TG Warwolf, good card. Good combo. Red Dragon Archfiend, I can synchro for level 8, no problem. Level 8 again, no problem. Oh, there goes my Uvu. Oh, there goes my Uvu, that's great. How do I beat this? Damn, girls. Alright. Scrap Dragon, level 8. I apologize for that. My friends want to Uvu with me, so yeah. I'm going to finish this video real fast. 1 Black Rose Dragon, Nuker. Armory Arm. I can sync it with some frogs if I really wanted to. Ancient Fairy Dragon against those Necro Valleys. Brionic, level 6. Extremely easy to get out in this deck. Stardust, once again, Warranty. Formula, extremely easy to get out once again. Canister. Level 5, extremely easy, because I have the TGs in here. And here comes XYZs. Leviathan. I run 2 Leviathans. I do have options for 2 Leviathans. Requires 2 level 3s, not that bad, and he is a 25,000 beast stick, so yeah. And lastly, 2 gachi gachis. Basically, just if I have problems right now, I can stall for a little bit. Saves me for a couple turns. And we're gonna move on to the extra deck. I run 15 cards in my extra deck. The cool and unique thing about this deck is I can transform it from an all monster deck into a spell and monster deck, which is extremely unique. And yeah, and that gives me a lot of options. So here we go. 1 level leader, 1 hard arm dragon. Basically, hard arm dragon is whenever a level 7 or higher monster is tribute, while this card is on the field. Like if I can tribute him. Pretend I have these 3 on the field. I can tribute all 3 for Obelisk. And the effect of Hard On Dragon is that that monster cannot be destroyed by card effects. So that makes pretty much Obelisk a god card basically. So yeah. Next, 1 Dark Arm Dragon. Basically just a beat stick and it requires 3 darks and it's a good card. Next, I run triple Spy. Spy just gives me additional monsters, so I really like that. And it does give me options for Utopia, which I have behind my Gachi Gachi. Next, Dark Hole, staple. Foolish Burial, staple. Crap. I have these cards all mixed up because I was using them earlier. Sorry about that. Triple enemy controllers. Basically, during my standby phase, I can special summon Treeborn Frog, activate this card as a chain to it. Tribute my Treeborn Frog, select one of my opponent's monsters, bring it to my field, and then Treeborn Frog still comes back. So that's a really good card, and it's really underrated because this is all happening during my standby phase. That's why you never negate Treeborn Frog. Heavy Storm, double Soul Exchange for the Christias, and Monster Reborn. So that's basically it for the deck, guys. You know, I really appreciate you guys watching it, and you know. Just send me a message if you have any rarities like Trigodia Ultras, Battle Fader, Ultras, Supers, or Ultimates. Yeah, I'm just trying to upgrade my rarities, make this deck look sexy, and you know, keep it rolling. So thank you guys for watching, and please subscribe. Thank you.